Hello, it's Phil Thatch, and I'm just going to bring you a kind of a short video today. Last week was really fun because I got to spend some quality time with my daughter Casey. First, on Wednesday of last week, we went to Middle Creek Falls that afternoon, and it had been raining like crazy, and I'll put a link to that video somewhere up in the top. And then the next day we went, her school was canceled because of flooding somewhere around the county, and we went downtown and had lunch together, and then she and I went into the area around the Walnut Street pedestrian bridge and the north shore of Chattanooga, and I made some photographs of her with what's becoming probably one of my very favorite lenses, the 85mm f1.8 poor man's portrait lens. Made some photographs of her below the Walnut Street Bridge and on the Walnut Street Bridge, and then I even made a handheld, no tripod pano of the Market Street Bridge from the Walnut Street Bridge, and I'll share those photographs with you now. So here is Casey. This is under the Walnut Street pedestrian bridge, this old bridge, and with the 1.8 it really melts that background. I really love this picture of Casey. And this is actually on top of the bridge. There's, but before you're over the water, there's one spot where there's a tree growing up high enough, and I used that tree as the background. This next photo, this panorama, was also taken from the Walnut Street Bridge looking over towards the Market Street Bridge. I like the way that there was smoky clouds, almost like you're in the Smoky Mountains, over the mountains in the background. And I took this handheld 15-shot panorama. I used a higher ISO and a higher shutter speed than I normally would for this type of photography because I was using no tripod, and I wanted to make sure that there was no motion blur to ruin this panorama. That's all the photography that we did on Thursday, but on Friday I took an extra day off because we had planned a road trip. Good morning, it's Phil Thatch, and today we're going to take a little road trip. I'm at the Waffle House with Casey, and where are we going today?
UTK.
Where?
University of Tennessee, Knoxville.
Oh, all right. Our drive to Knoxville was kind of interesting. As a matter of fact, a few times during our drive, there was pretty hard snow flurries falling as we made our way north on I-75. Well, while we are touring the University of Tennessee for Casey to possibly go to college here, I thought I would make pictures of Casey and maybe some street photography and stuff like that. By the way, that's Neyland Stadium in the background. So just like the day before in Chattanooga, I started off using the 85 f1.8G. And this photograph of Casey is on the road right in front of the parking garage, and you can see that beautiful f1.8 bokeh and the beautiful Casey. This is across the street. I think this is at the University of Tennessee College of Law, and I took a photograph of Casey standing outside. This next photograph is of Casey inside. I think this is the building where she went to meet her University of Tennessee advisor and planning helper. And this is a statue of Europa that is on the University of Tennessee campus, and I got a picture of Casey in front of it. I went to f4 for that. And now I'm switching to the 24-70 f2.8 for this 24mm shot of Casey with the University of Tennessee written on that bridge. Thought that was definitely something where I would need 24mm instead of 85. And this is right in front of Gate 21, the main gate at Neyland Stadium. There's several of these smoky statues around the campus, and this was the first one that we came across. Well, Casey did her little class with the administrator person, and we got a little bit more time before our tour, and we walked around, and what do you know, Neyland Stadium is open, so we came inside and made a few pictures of Casey at the stadium.
There are only people in it. The only two people in the stadium right now.
So there is tiny Casey inside the huge 102,000 seat Neyland Stadium. There are a couple of people in the stadium with us at this time, but by the time Casey and I recorded the clip you just heard, they had left. And here is one more photograph of Casey in the stadium, and I probably like this photo a little bit better than the previous one. Here's one more photograph of Casey on campus. I had Neyland Stadium to my back, and that's looking towards some of the school buildings there. And if you walk up that hill to the left, there's a little man-made stream. And of course, you know, Mr. Waterfall guy has to get this handheld 1/4 of a second exposure photograph of the little stream. And I've been teaching Casey to hold the camera straight for years and years and hold it steady. And I put it on the settings that I liked and used face detect autofocus, and she made this photo of me and Smokey. And now we're inside. I believe this is the Student Center, which may have some other name. And there's Casey on the phone. And you can see how cold it is. Look how red her cheeks are from how cold it was outside. And now we are on our tour. These are student ambassadors, this young man and young lady who took us all around the campus and showed us lots and lots of things. But I only took a couple of photographs of them, and one of them was here at the Rock. This is what they call the Rock at UT. You'll see this on television a lot when UT's playing home football games. There's something new painted on it all the time. Okay, those were the pictures that I made with Casey in Knoxville and the day before with Casey in Chattanooga. And next up will be a road trip that I made with Heather. Casey and I went to the next city to the north of us on I-75. Heather and I are going to go to the next city south of us on I-75. So stay tuned for that one, which should be the next video coming up on the channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.